Hello YouTube, this is the BLU Studio Energy, and I've done a review on this in the past, and it's been a pretty decent phone. The only downside is just the ROM. It's not a very good operating system in terms of how it looks and feels. So what I'd like to do today is show you how you can install CyanogenMod 12.1. So you may be starting out on Lollipop or Android 4. I have Android 4 on this right now, and the first thing you want to do is get this thing rooted, give it root access. So go to settings first, and then go into security, and then choose unknown sources. This will allow you to install other apps outside of the Play Store. Now what we can do is go into the web browser. We can go to kingroot, just type in kingroot, and then you can go to the home page on kingroot.net. Okay, now go down here, and then choose download APK for Android. It says thank you for downloading. It should start downloading here, and here it is downloading. And this will take a little bit of time. Now I actually already do have this rooted. I just want to show you the process of how you'd go about to root it. And now that it's downloaded, you can go to the downloaded section, press on the APK, and it will prompt to install it. Now it shows that I already have it installed, but I'm pretty sure this is a newer version, so I'll be able to install it anyways. So I'm just going to press install. Okay, and now it is installed, and you can press open. Now for me, it's going to go to a different screen, but for you, it will be different. So yeah, you'll get it something like this, and then you can say press try it, and then it will do the checking thing. And now for you, it will be different. For you, it will have a button to root the device instead of showing this screen. So all you'll have to do is just press the root button, and it will just take a few minutes, and you'll get this thing rooted. Okay, so the first thing we need to download is TeamWin Recovery Project. So you can find this on the BLU Studio Energy official thread on XDA, and I'll leave a link to these in the description. So click on the official thread, scroll down until you see the recovery section, click on TeamWin Recovery Project 2.8.4.0, and this will bring you to mega.co, and here you can download through the browser. So they always want you to get their apps, so just click download through the browser, and here it will start downloading. Now the other thing that you need is the actual ROM itself. So if you go, I'll type in BLU Studio Energy ROMs, and there's a specific website called blu-dev.com. And this is a really good website. It has a few of these BLU devices and ROMs for each one. Now there's one for the BLU Studio Energy 2 and the BLU Studio Energy. We've got the BLU Studio Energy here, so click on that. And it actually has quite a few ROMs. There's MIUI, Samsung UI, TouchWiz, all these different ones, and it tells you if it's KitKat or Lollipop. Those are the two different ones because those are the two different kernels that were made by the OEM for the BLU Studio Energy. So if you scroll down to the very bottom, there's CyanogenMod 12.1, OS version 5.1.1, running Lollipop. So just press download on that. And it goes to Google Drive, and click the download in the top right. Download anyway. And this is a 324 megabytes, it looks like, so that will take a little bit of time to download. Now that you have these files downloaded, connect your device to the computer, pull down the status bar on your phone, and click on the USB connection button, and then it will have an option and choose File Transfer. And then you can go into your Downloads folder and grab the Teamwin Recovery Project file and the CyanogenMod file and choose Copy, and then go into your phone. Yours is going to show up a little bit differently than M3. I'm doing this video a little bit out of order, and so that's why it's showing up as that. And choose either SD card or phone storage. It might be easier just to do phone storage. And then paste it in there. Just right click and choose paste. It'll take a few minutes to transfer in there. And as you can see, I already have these two files on the internal SD card. Now once you have the Teamwin Recovery Project file transferred over to your phone, you can go onto the Play Store and then type in Flashify, and you'll see this app, and then choose to install it. Now that it's installed, press Open. Press Accept to the disclaimer. It's going to check for root. Press Allow. And what we want to do is flash a recovery image. So we want to choose a file. Now choose File Explorer. And then go into Mount and choose either SD card or SD card 2, depending on where you've placed it. Might be in either one. And then scroll down till you see the Teamwin Recovery Project image. And then say yep. And it is flashing. Alright, and now it says the flash is complete. So you can either reboot now or do other things. I'm going to reboot now to make sure we have recovery. Let's see if it reboots straight into recovery for us. If not, we'll have to do the volume up and down. Okay, wow. Nice looking Teamwin Recovery Project interface right here. Okay, here we have the BLU Studio Energy Teamwin Recovery Project. And now if you have the ROM placed on the device, we can start by wiping, and then we can install the ROM. Now before we go ahead and wipe the system and everything, make sure that you can actually find the ROM file. So it might be on your internal or external SD card. The SD card is the external, eMMC is the internal. So go to eMMC or wherever your file is. Just make sure it's there before you wipe your phone and have nothing to flash it with. So now go into Wipe, Advanced Settings. We can wipe the Dalvik, we can wipe cache, we can wipe data, we can wipe system, and then leave everything else alone. And this will take about a minute or so. Alright, it is finished wiping the system. Now what we want to do is go into actually installing the ROM. So we can go into Install, and then go into the eMMC, and choose the CyanogenMod M3 final v1.zip, and swipe to flash. And this will take a couple minutes. Well, maybe longer than a couple minutes. Okay, and it is successful, and we can finally reboot the system and see if it will boot up. Oh yeah, CyanogenMod. So this will be really nice to have CyanogenMod on this device. The default UI and everything was really just lacking, and having a more stock type ROM would even be better, and having CyanogenMod is even better than that. Alright, it looks like it's in a different language right now. So you should be able to change this back to English. Alright, and now we can go through the setup. And it looks like it has the ability to choose a language right at the very start. So we're in luck. Now select a Wi-Fi network. And it's connected. Click next. No SIM card for me, so skip. And it looks like this phone does come with Google Gaps, so you don't have to install that alongside with the ROM. Alright. Here we have it. We've got CyanogenMod 12.1. Seems to run pretty smooth. This will be really nice to have. Got the Play Store. We've got root in here. I'm not sure if it by default installed root, but I did actually have a SuperSU package on the root of my SD card, and I'm not sure if it automatically installed it or not. I think it might have automatically installed it. We've got everything that would be on CyanogenMod 12.1, so you know, all the basic settings and everything. Let's check out the camera. We'll see how well this works. It's most likely running the same kernel, so the camera should work the same. It seems to focus pretty well. And the front-facing camera, that works. A couple things before I end the video. There are a few problems with this ROM. For example, if you're going to use YouTube or probably Netflix and things like that, you might have some problems with video playback. For example, right now this video is playing, but there's no actual video. This might be some problem with hardware acceleration in the video. So just keep that in mind. A lot of videos are having that type of problem, but it does work on the web browser. So if you want to use YouTube on the web browser, it should be fine to do that. So and then also another thing, for whatever reason this keyboard, every time I reboot, it changes it back to this language, and I have to swipe back to English. So you also might want to download a different keyboard, for example like SwiftKey or something like that. So just keep that in mind also. Not really much else to say about it. You can check out a CyanogenMod 12.1 review on YouTube somewhere else, but you're gonna get the same things as whatever's on other phones running this ROM. So I'm looking forward to testing this out as a daily driver. Thank you all for watching. Please subscribe if you like these types of videos. God bless.